Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Premier League Fantasy Football and welcome to my video. In today's video, I want to look at my team, seeing how well they performed in the double game week 23, then we move ahead and plan ahead for the next coming game weeks. So if you are new to the channel, please do subscribe and drop a like on the video as it helps my channel out a lot. So here we go. So before we go through the team for game week 23 and 24, let's have a look at the upcoming game weeks. Now, game week 24 is a normal game week, right? And a lot of people are just thinking to basically bank the transfer, because in game week 25 it's a blank / double game week to navigate through. Like, Arsenal has got two fixtures. You've got Leicester City and Everton at home. You got Brentford and Brighton blanking, so any of the players that you have, then they're not going to play in this game week. However, if you look ahead, those two teams, like Brentford and Brighton, has got fantastic fixtures ahead. And plus, they got a double game week in game week 27. So, most of us are thinking to ourselves, if we keep the players that we have in game week 25 and we try to navigate through this blank double game week 25, right? And, you know, keep our Brighton and Brentford players, then we are kind of set up for this double game week 27. But if we remove them here, then we might need to wildcard in game week 27 to get those players back. However, we could do that in game week 27 anyway, because if we bank the transfer in game week 26, we could try to get them back. However, the other issue is this, is game week 28, which is going to be a massive blank game week. If that happens, well, it is going to happen. It all depends on the teams that are blanking, right? If you got a team and you look at it and you think to yourself, oh, I got a lot of players here in my team that is going to blank a lot, and I don't think I'll be able to navigate game week 28 properly, well, I might just free hit, right? I might just free hit. If I find myself, so for me, if I find myself around here and I find that the teams that are going to play in game week 28, right, and the teams that are going to blank, if I find myself that my team, I only got like maybe 4 players or something, I might just free hit, because I think I'm going to get a decent amount of points and I think that's going to guarantee me a green arrow. If I find myself that I'm around 7 to 8 players, then I'll just go with that really and just hope for the best in game week 28. That means I can hold my free hit. But then the other issue is this, right? It's the double game week 29. Now, apparently this game week here is going to be a massive double game week. So meaning that most teams could double. But if that happens, then I'm thinking to myself, well then, how do I navigate through that? Right? If there's a blank here and a double here, what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to hold out as much as I can. I'm going to wait and find out the teams that are going to blank here or the teams that are going to play. And then, you know, basically all of the fixtures to be set in these game weeks. Then I'll make my decision. Because what I'm thinking is this, right? If, let's just say I wildcard in game week 27. That means in the blank game week 25, I could go all out. I can remove Brentford players, Brighton players. It doesn't really matter. I could try to get Liverpool. So I could really attack this game week and attack game week 26 as much as I can. You know, use that transfer. Wildcard here, right? Get all the Brighton and Brentford players and basically set myself for game week 29 for the bench boost. Free hit in game week 28, but it depends, right? If I have the decent amount of players, if I wildcard, I'm like, oh, you know, I've got 6 or 7 players still for this blank game week 28. That's fine. And then bench boost in game week 29. So that is my first thoughts. I'm going to wait for the, you know, for the fixtures for game week 28 and 29 to be set. Then that will make my final decision. But if I figure out and think to myself, wait a minute, I already have a decent amount of players for game week 29. It might not be the best, but it's still good enough. And if I look at this game week and I'm like, oh, you know what? With 1 or 2 transfers, I could navigate through that. And I'm like, oh, for game week 27, I already got 2 players that I want from here anyway. I just need 2 more. I just have to go get through 25, then bank 26, get those players in for 27. So I think right now, bank the transfer at Game Week 24, and then hope for the best that we'll get the results here. If we don't, I'm just going to continue, just try my best to hold out and maintain and get the players that I need for Game Week 25, and just do my normal kind of plan that I had in mind, is to survive Game Week 25, bank the transfer in Game Week 26, and then basically attack Game Week 27 by bringing those double Game Week players. So that is the plan. I know it's a little bit difficult to understand because the way I say things, maybe it's a bit all over the place. Sorry about that. But I think I'm going to be patient. I'm going to try my best to be patient, and I'm just going to work with what we see. So anyways, for the double Game Week 23, as you can see, I got 82 points, above the average of 66, and I made one free transfer. So I got a little bit of a green arrow. Now the transfers I did, or transfer I made, was to remove Bruno Fernandes, who blanked in the fixture away against Leeds, got 3 points. And I brought in Kevin De Bruyne for his double Game Week. So 2 points in the first game against Aston Villa, and he got 13 points away against Arsenal. As you can see, he scored a goal, assist, and maximum 3 bonus points. So really happy with that. As you can see, this was my team setup. Kepa in goal with 2, Esputunan with 7, got an assist, Gabriel with 3, Trippier with 2, Odegaard with 4. As you can see, my Manchester City players done really well. Mahrez with 14. He scored a penalty and an assist in the first game against Aston Villa. Kevin De Bruyne with 15 and Haaland with 20. So, yeah, those players returned really, really well for me. Martinelli with 5, Rashford with 8, and Mitrovic with 2. So, a little green arrow, happy days. However, I could have got more, because as you can see, Tony on the bench with 9 and Luke Shaw with 12. Oh yes, let's move on to Game Week 24 quickly. So let's move on to Game Week 24. This is where I am thinking to bank the transfer, so I'm set for the blank Game Week 25. Now, Kepa in goal against Southampton. I think this is a good fixture for Chelsea to keep a clean sheet, so hopefully that will happen. Most of their injured defenders are coming back, so they've got a lot of options to go through. I'm going to play Esputunan against Fulham. I think this is a good fixture for him. He's been playing really well as well. I've got Gabriel and Odegaard from Arsenal. I don't have Saka. I could go for Saka. I could remove Martinelli because I am thinking to bench him. And yeah, you guys let me know what you think. I think Saka is the main one I should go for from Arsenal. But I do want to bank the transfer. So we will see. You know, we might hear like Trossard might start. So if that's the case, yeah, definitely I'll bench Martinelli. But I don't know what other player that I might want to bench. Could bench Trippier. It is against Liverpool, you know. But then I think to myself, if Trippier gets any kind of points, he hurts my rank. You know, if I do bench him, that will hurt a lot. So I don't really want to do that. I just want to survive, really. We've got Luke Shaw and Rashford against Leicester City. I think this is a good fixture, even though Leicester City is performing well and scoring a lot of goals. I think Manchester United can score a lot of goals as well. So I do want to play them. Got Trippier at home against Liverpool. We'll see what happens there. Yeah, I'm not really expecting a lot of things from Trippier. But this is where I could gain a lot of points from is Manchester City players. You know, got Mahrez, Kevin De Bruyne, and Haaland. So I'm going to hope that one of them gets a big amount of returns. They are quite expensive, and I'm kind of going all out on the Manchester City players here. So we'll see. If one of them does not play, I do have some bench players to come along, so that's fine as well. And I got Tony, a little bit of a differential of mine against Crystal Palace. So not too bad, and this is where I'm thinking to bank the transfer. And then what I'm thinking to do, if I bank the transfer, I'll probably remove Kevin De Bruyne, go and get Mo Salah, something like this. And yeah, I'll just have to maybe remove Patterson because I feel like he's not going to play. We'll see. if he's going to play or not, then I might just go for Tarkowski. So it's not going to be enough. I might take another -4 point hit and remove one of my defenders, maybe Luke Shaw or something. But right now, all I want to do is bank the transfer. We'll go through the transfers in the next video. But yeah, I think that's what I want to do. And then we'll see, right? And how the fixtures land for game week 28 and game week 29. If they land really well, I might just keep Tony and, you know, my Brighton player as boot in hand. So it's just wait and see, really. But I do like the game week 27 wildcards, because then that means that I can remove Tony. So I could do something like this. I can remove Tony. You know, I could still go for Tarkowski. So I could remove a boot in hand. I could go like this. I can go to Liverpool players and just really attack their doubles as well. So I could go for, like, as an example, I could go for Darwin. I can go for Salah as well. So it's all okay. That's a -8, but you know what I mean. I probably will fix the team up. It might not be Esputin. I might remove like Luke Shaw or something. So you know, I'm just gonna wait. I think the best thing for me to do right now is bank the transfer game week 24, and then we'll go ahead. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining. I hope that this hasn't messed up your mind. Could have got more points if I didn't bench those players, but these things can happen, right? I wanted to bench Tony anyway, and I wanted to take a risk with benching Luke Shaw because a lot of people were removing him anyway. So, but yeah, that didn't work out. I still got green arrow, so happy days. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.